If you miss this deadline, there can be steep civil penalties of up to $500 per day that the violation continues, or even criminal penalties, including imprisonment for up to 2 years. Today, my tips pertain to the mandatory reporting requirements for your real estate holding company. And the penalties that I mentioned come into play if you fail to report the required beneficial ownership information or report false information. But let's back up and talk about who this reporting requirement pertains to and when it must be done. Stay tuned to the end for a tip meant specifically for real estate agents and brokers. If you hold title to your real estate in the name of a limited liability company or corporation, then you must take action to report certain information about the business to the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, which you may have heard referred to as FinCEN. FinCEN is a bureau of the United States Treasury, and a recently enacted federal law called the Corporate Transparency Act creates a reporting requirement which is aimed at enhancing transparency and preventing bad acts like money laundering. There are entities that are exempt from the reporting requirement, such as certain large operating companies, insurance companies, or inactive entities. But for the most part, the kinds of entities that are formed to hold title to real estate will be subject to this reporting requirement. Even if an entity has only one owner and that entity is ignored for federal income tax purposes, such as a single member LLC, that entity will still have to file a report with FinCEN. Now for the critical deadlines. Any new companies formed between January 1st and December 31st of 2024 have 90 days to file a report, and companies that were in existence prior to January 1st, 2024 have until the end of this year to file a report. It is a one-time obligation unless there's any change in the information that you submitted. Then you have a duty to update the report within 30 days of that change. As of now, there are no extensions available, so these deadlines cannot be missed. For my realtors out there, if you have an interest in any sort of business entity, such as a professional association or PA for the payment of your real estate commissions, this reporting requirement applies to you. If you're interested in hiring one of our attorneys to assist you with the report filing and submission process, send a text to 561-225-2676 to set up a time to speak with me.